Another heinous crime allegedly committed by an illegal migrant. Louisiana police saying this: a 19-year-old man from Honduras is accused of raping a 14-year-old girl and committing an armed robbery. This just outside the city of New Orleans. Kenner police saying Angel Matias Castellanos Orellana is facing charges of rape, battery, and assault. Authorities say in addition to raping an underage girl in a separate incident, he stabbed a separate victim multiple times in the face and back during a robbery. Chief Keith Conley runs the Kenner Police Department. He joins us live. Chief, good to see you, and thank you for coming on. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
You got it. I wanted to bring this up for viewers that have not seen it. You release a statement here, and I'll show a part of it. You say this, quote, "This case highlights the challenges faced by local law enforcement when dealing with illegal immigrants. Limited access to data, false identification, and language barriers hinder our efforts. The arrest of Castellanos Orellana brings relief to our community, but concerns remain about potential future crimes and identity changes," end quote. And according to the Kenner Police website, you've served in law enforcement since the early 80s. You're an attorney as well. Have you ever seen anything like this seemingly escalate to this point?
Well, no, and it's very concerning because if this is the trend to come, law enforcement, local law enforcement agencies are going to suffer at the hands of these kind of criminal acts. The city of Kenner is a very safe city. It's a betterment community to New Orleans. People come here because it's safe. These two heinous crimes committed within 20 days of each other by a Honduran national who's in this country illegal is very alarming. We have a good grasp on the immigrants that are coming in, but it looks like this problem's here to stay, and it looks like it's getting more and more evolved.
Chief, what's next for this suspect that we've just seen here, we showed on the screen? He's behind bars at this moment, several charges against him, is that correct?
Yes, sir. He's behind bars. He's in our prison system where he's going to have to stand trial at the cost of the taxpayers. He'll be doled out a sentence because there's no doubt he'll be convicted. There is an ICE detainer on him. We've worked well with the federal government, our partners in federal law enforcement at the ground level, in order to help identify this suspect and to try to track him through the system to make sure he doesn't slip through the cracks. But at the end of his sentence, the detainer should kick in and he should be deported back to Honduras if they accept him.
We've seen, unfortunately, not only is the family affected, obviously the victim first and foremost, then the family, the friends, the community, Kenner, obviously. And this has expanded, as we've seen, if you broaden this out. President Biden, former President Trump, both visiting the border today on the heels of the crisis and the numbers of illegal migrants coming to this country, committing heinous acts of violence here. Trump saying this in his remarks. He posted this on Truth Social last night. Here's the Republican frontrunner for president and what he had to say about the border. Watch.
Migrant crime is taking over America. From his very first day, Joe Biden allowed an invasion of our country, resettling dangerous illegal aliens from all over the world into American communities to prey on our people.
So again, the current frontrunner there obviously blaming this administration, the current one, this current administration blaming Republican lawmakers. But back to Trump's point, we'll show you this illegal migrant accused now of killing that Georgia student, Laken Riley. This is Jose Ibarra. Again, charged with the killing in a brutal way detailed in police records here. And then there's a migrant in Maryland. We can show you accused of killing a 2-year-old toddler. This is him released by Prince George's County Police Department. We just showed the man there in Kenner accused of raping a 14-year-old girl in your community. The problem continues to get worse. It's not just at the border, Chief. It's affecting multiple communities. What needs to happen in your mind as far as law enforcement?
Well, law enforcement needs the resources available so we can have access to the databases that the federal government has. We found out since this crime that this subject that committed these heinous acts here in Kenner crossed the border in October of 2023 at Eagle Pass, where President Trump will be later today, was checked in by a border agent but allowed to come on into the country. As you see, these illegal aliens are migrating further into the country and causing these problems. We just need help. We don't have the resources and the tools. This is a strain on our manpower. This is a strain on our budgets, on our taxpayers' money that, we should be patrolling their streets. We should be enforcing the traffic laws. And
America.